Every day, thousands of Afghans and Pakistanis cross the border here at Spin Bolduc. Since the Taliban's takeover of Afghanistan, their numbers have increased significantly.
The United Nations fears up to 500,000 people could leave Afghanistan in the next few days and weeks. The Pakistani officials on this side of the border say that they're already hosting millions of Afghans.
The Taliban says it's not from Afghanistan. They told you in Afghanistan are trying to officially bring it home.
According to the UNHCR, Afghanistan is facing a major refugee crisis, where thousands of refugees cross the border into Pakistan seeking safety and protection. Political instability, intensified violence, chronic poverty, and Taliban control have forced Afghan residents to abandon their homes and risk their lives in pursuit of a better future. Our target group of Afghan refugees entering Pakistan carry many different types of diseases and mental health disorders. Fortunately, Pakistan has a basic universal healthcare system that Afghan refugees can have access to. However, there are three core challenges that prevent Afghan refugees from accessing these basic healthcare services in Pakistan. The three issues we'll be addressing is the lack of education for healthcare, the stigma surrounding mental health, and maintaining long-lasting relationships with Afghan refugee patients. We'll be focusing on the city of Peshawar, which holds the greatest number of Afghan refugees in Pakistan. And while tackling these issues, we'll be using the empowerment theory model as our framework for our solutions.
The Peshawar healthcare system is strained due to a high population density and limited resources, and the influx of Afghan refugees has added additional pressure. Infectious diseases such as tuberculosis pose significant health risks, especially to those who live in the overcrowded settlements. To alleviate the stress on the overworked government hospitals, we propose the PULSH program, which consists of educational workshops led by healthcare professionals to increase the health literacy rate. These workshops aim to equip Afghan refugees with the skills and knowledge necessary to access the healthcare system on their own, as well as care for their own well-being. The workshops are broken into 4 different topics, the first being hygiene and sanitation workshops. These consist of basic procedures such as hand washing, sanitation, and waste management in order to prevent the spread of diseases. The second type of workshop are child and maternal health workshops. These focus on prenatal care as well as early childhood development to address the high infant mortality rates. The third type of workshop are nutrition and food security workshop, which focus on providing nutrition education, taking the cultural foods and limited resources into consideration for the highest nutritional value. And this is also to address the high malnutrition levels. The last type of workshop is the Accessing Healthcare Services workshops, which kind of provide information on how to access the healthcare services available, as well as what their rights are in regards to healthcare. And this is to just allow them any type of information regarding what kind of procedures are available and what should be available to them.
While physical well-being holds significance, it is equally crucial to recognize the significance of mental health. Mental health issues are especially prevalent among Afghan refugees due to their experience in the ongoing civil war and the adversities faced with migrating to Pakistan. As racial discrimination, fear of deportation, vulnerability to sexual exploitation, and family separation can immensely impact their mental health. Access to mental health support is essential. However, a major challenge that needs to be addressed is the stigma around mental health, as many cultures are unaware of its importance due to its taboo nature. To support the mental health of Afghan refugees, we propose our program Afghan Link, where we have support groups of up to 10 people per session at the center, aiming to bring together Afghan refugees to build a sense of community. These sessions are not formal therapy sessions, but a place where refugees can talk about their daily lives. Later, we will start introducing the importance of one's mental health, and these sessions will be held by the social workers who will help them cope with their daily issues. These sessions will be hosted once a week with a clinical social worker that can provide individual counseling if requested.
Furthermore, Afghan Link will establish an event committee that will establish events for the community while also being catered to the needs of Afghan refugees. These events will help give voice for Afghan refugees to share their opinions, but also work with other individuals to achieve a shared goal. This will allow them to develop valuable soft skills and also gain confidence and a sense of purpose. Moving into a new country can be overwhelming that leaves people feeling lost and scared to share their opinions. However, these activities can help overcome these challenges and feel empowered to share their thoughts and ideas. Events Afghan Link will host will be sports and mental health themed. For instance, there will be cricket and squash tournaments for adults and children, and there will be mental health inspired events such as yoga, meditation, and art. Exercising and engaging in stress-relieving activities have been proven to help with mental health, and these activities can help build the Afghan refugees together to make them feel safe and included while also maintaining and improving their mental health.
How does one build lasting relationships with refugees in the bustling product city that is Peshawar? The events we will be planning will serve in part as an answer to this challenge. By cultivating a community of refugees to our events, we can maintain connections with refugees and leverage our connections to ensure that they pursue treatment if needed. Furthermore, we intend to implement a non-emergency phone line. Our phone line will not only serve as a free call space where refugees can get quick answers about navigating the healthcare system, but also a tool for initiating and maintaining communication. As an organization dedicated to bridging the gap between refugees and the healthcare system, we'll work in partnership with hospitals all over Peshawar to contact refugees who may need to come in to continue their treatment, diagnosis, or receive results, assessing each individual's unique needs, while making necessary accommodations in order to give refugees a holistic and more than adequate healthcare experience.
In terms of our 4-year timeline, in Year 1 Q1, we plan on contacting healthcare professionals and services for any program materials and resources necessary, as well as contacting personnel and volunteers. Q2, we plan on selecting and finalizing our rental property. Q3, we're working on the logistics and planning for Pulse and our opening event, as well as sending out marketing material for programs and events. Q4, we plan on having our opening event and our first stage of workshops. Year 2 Q1, we plan on releasing marketing for the support group. Q2, we plan on reaching out to medical professionals and facilitators for our support group. Q3, we plan on focusing on creating a sense of community with already made connections to begin our support group phase. In Q4, we will actually begin our support group phase.
In the first Q of the third year, we plan to purchase and implement the phone line, while in the second Q, we will be planning for scaling the events. In the third Q, we will be creating promotional materials for the scaled events, and in the fourth Q, we will execute the scaled events. In the fourth year, we aim to expand our program outside Peshawar, and our planning process will occur in the first and second Q. In the third Q, we will contact potential partners and develop and finalize a partnership proposal. In the fourth Q, the execution of the expansion will start.
Our solutions follow the framework established by Superman's model of psychological empowerment. According to the model, empowerment consists of 3 components: interpersonal, interactional, and behavioral. Our solution seeks to bolster all 3. The implementation of events will allow refugees to socialize in a comfortable and uplifting environment, which enables them to build confidence and gain motivation as they witness other refugees take agency for their own health. This increases empowerment through interpersonal means. However, the events will also increase empowerment using interactional methods by giving refugees a space to ask questions and learn about health and the healthcare system. Similar to the events, the educational workshops and support groups will also increase empowerment using interpersonal and interactional methods by helping refugees gain confidence and educating them on their unique positions as refugees. All our solutions seek to bolster behavioral empowerment by encouraging them to stand up for their own health and supporting them as they navigate their way through the healthcare system.
With a budget of $200,000, it will cover all the necessary costs for our 3 initiatives. Our budget is as follows. While working with the Pakistani government, we will biannually review our initiatives to expand and to adjust during our 4-year time frame.
Our program recognizes and addresses the current health crisis affecting Afghan refugees in Pakistan through implementation of health and wellness workshops, support groups, and a non-emergency telephone line. Our goal is to maintain relationships with the Afghan refugees in order to push through our long-term goal of having completely equal access to healthcare for both residents and refugees.